Guys, today we have a huge This Week at Bungie article to break down, so we're going to jump right into it. But before we do, if you're going to enjoy it, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, as it's free to do and it really helps me out a lot. Let's just dive right on into it. First up, they changed some things with difficulty in the game. They have reduced the enemy HP scaler in all non-raid and dungeon, legend and master difficulty activities by 10%, and reduced the co-op enemy HP scaler in Legend Avalon by 33% in a full fire team. They have also reduced Hawthorne's weekly challenge commendation target from 20 to 5. They have removed Guardian rank objectives that require players to give commendations from ranks 7, 8 and 9, and they have further reduced commendation score requirements for Guardian rank 7 to 9. Rank 7 is now 100 commendation score, rank 8 is now 250, and rank 9 is now 500. Next we get a preview for the mid-season patch in terms of the weapon balance changes coming. There is a lot of buffs in here to pretty much most of the weapon types in the game, so auto rifles are getting a 25% damage buff, pulse rifles, hand cannons and sidearms are getting a 20% buff, scouts are getting a 10% buff, SMGs and bows are going to remain the same as they were the benchmark for all the other weapons to hit. Weapon archetypes, submachine guns, aggressive frames, Aikilos removed some tuning in the custom scope, causing these weapons to have significantly less recoil than intended. The recoil is now in line with other aggressive frame SMGs. They are aware that aggressive frame SMGs are really strong, and they will be getting a further nerf inside of Season 21. Fusion rifles increase burst damage by 15. Damage per burst goes from 245 to 260, and damage per bolt goes from 27.2 to 28.9. Damage in PvE is unchanged. Trace rifles increase base damage by 4%. Base damage goes from 12 to 12.5. Reduced precision hit multiplier from 1.4x to 1.35x. Crit damage goes from 16.8 to 16.9. Increase the effectiveness of stability at reducing flinch by 10% at 100 stat. Scaler down at lower values. Sniper rifles reduced recoil by 50% and increased total ammunition, magazine plus reserves by 30%. Exotic weapons. Final warning, exotic sidearm no longer marks targets through barricades. Araba reduced the amount of Ravenous Beast energy generated when taking damage from 3% to 1% and reduced zoom from 16 to 15. Revision 0, 4th times the charm will now reset when entering Hunter's Trace. This will prevent the issue of firing a single shot while in Hunter's Trace and being forcefully returned to pulse rifle mode when FTTC activates. Increased PvE damage of Hunter's Trace rounds by 25% and increased PvE damage of the Hake Heavy Burst rounds by 75%. Very huge there. They show a little video here of upcoming changes to reticles inside of Destiny 2. They're just adding little things to the outside of reticles to help show buffs and things, it looks like. It's very cool indeed. At Season 21 launch, sweeping rework of hipfire reticles to better display useful information to players, accuracy, aim assist, charge, states, exotic perks, and more. An aggressive frame SMG nerf, a 10% PvE buff to sniper rifles, and buff/adjustments to more than a dozen exotic weapons including Graviton Lance and Salvation's Grip. In future, they're going to look at how zoom interacts with damage fall off, so things like rangefinder and how they manipulate zoom. Next here, they answer the question as to why KHVOSTOV is used in different cutscenes. You can read this if you want, it's quite interesting read. And also they show some creepy things about animation. So in order to get this scene, which looks really good in game, they have to look at this, which looks horrifying. So there's that. And then finally they show off a load of wallpapers here that you can use for both your desktop and your phone. That's it for this week's TWAB. There'll be a link down in the description if you want to read this for yourself. That's all I have for you guys today. So I'll see you guys in the next one.